Well, it has been 9 months since the Great Northern Grain Elevator had part of its brick facade collapse in a windstorm. This is a live look right now of the structure on Ganson Street.
Today was supposed to be the start of the 8-month demolition process, but a new court ruling and a new offer to the owner have presented additional twists. Channel 2's Rob Hackford has more tonight from the waterfront.
Scott Mariellis, repeated legal action as well as offers to buy the property have all fallen on deaf ears. So there's a third possible solution now being put forward by Preservation Buffalo Niagara. And while it may sound contradictory, that court ruling that you also mentioned clears the way for a different group, the Campaign for Greater Buffalo, to halt demolition while they file an appeal in Rochester. But let's start with Preservation Buffalo Niagara. Their executive director, Jesse Fisher, told me they've offered the owner of the Great Northern to lease the property. If ADM accepts this offer, and I have reached out for comment, Preservation Buffalo Niagara would take responsibility for annual inspections and maintenance for the historic 125-year-old structure that was damaged in that windstorm last December.
Well, so far, most of the talk from other preservation organizations has been really adversarial. They've just been sort of demanding in either court or other ways that ADM sort of step up and do the right thing. What we've offered here is a partnership where we can actually help ADM meet some of their goals at the same time that the community is meeting some of their goals.
But until ADM responds, demolition preparations are continuing. Documents filed with the Buffalo Permit and Inspections Office have Empire Building Diagnostics set to use a 165-foot crane to first knock down the brick facade and then one by one remove the containers inside, which were used for grain storage many years back. Now, as for the Campaign for Greater Buffalo and their legal action, today a judge essentially released the case by ruling once again that the city acted correctly in issuing a demolition permit. And that ruling also opens the door for the Campaign for Greater Buffalo to file another appeal in Rochester. And their executive director, Tim Thielman, told me they're filing that paperwork ASAP. Thielman said that appeal will require ADM and the city to show cause for why they authorized that demolition. But as this also plays out, it means that the Great Northern will remain standing for the time being, as it has for many, many months now. There's really no timeline of when ADM could get legal authorization to proceed. Along Ganson Street in Buffalo, Rob Hackford, Channel 2 News.